All right, we're going to keep going with warehouse management. I'm just going to go into an example of how we would set up a warehouse. So if we have a warehouse set up like this, I have the receiving bay and I have the shipping bay. Now inside the storage is where I really want to set things up sort of realistically. So I'm going to set up a storage bin here, which I call store 1, where the R is for a rack. And this is holding the coffee mug inecta, which is the inecta coffee mugs. And then I have another rack here, which is storage 2, and that's going to hold the coffee mugs for fall. Since we're getting into fall, we have the fall coffee mugs. And then finally over here, we have this just miscellaneous area. So I'm going to put it like this, which is just the floor. And we're going to identify that into 2 areas. And that's going to be the storage floor 1 and storage floor 2. And so when I receive a purchase order in, there's a PO, comes in, and the purchase order has the coffee mug inecta, it has coffee mug fall, and it has some paper cups. So that's a PO coming in here. Hopefully everybody can see that. So we can actually, when we put away from the receiving bay, the system, if we set this up to be a fixed rack for coffee mugs, inecta, fixed rack for fall, and this is floating, the system will automatically say, put the coffee mug for inecta here, put the coffee mug for fall here, and put the paper cups either here or here. I don't know how it decides that, but for us it didn't matter. We just wanted to find a floating bin. And then that makes it very simple, because every time when we're receiving a PO, it's always putting it in the correct areas automatically. And the person who's putting away things, he doesn't have to know where things belong. The system automatically is telling him where to go. So this goes, okay, I'm supposed to go to storage, rack 1. Hey, there are all the coffee mugs for inecta. Rack 2 for fall, etc. And so the same thing happens when we pick. It picks out the right ones. But we need to set up the bin and the bin contents correctly with flagging fixed and putting in the proper items and identifying the floor bins. And the floor bins are usually like overflow stuff, because we cannot set up our entire warehouse, all of the racks, with specific items, because we might not have enough space for that. So we only keep the main items in racks, and on the floor we throw everything else. So that's what the floating bin is for. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so I'm going to start by going into my put away template and explain the template that I've set up. So I changed it a little bit. First, we're going to look for a fixed bin with the same item. So a fixed bin will always be specifying an item. That's just the way it works. You cannot create a fixed bin that does not have an item attached to it. So fixed bins are always item specific. Then for a floating bin with the same item. So that in that case, there is already that item in that floating bin. So it's looking to put the same item with the other items that are in the floating bin. So if we put away an item before into a floating bin, same item will be put in the same place. Then we look for an empty floating bin if we can't find any one of these top 2. And finally, we just go for any floating bin, so anything that we can find. So if I go into my location, I've changed it a little bit, as I mentioned on the whiteboard. The location, north location right now, has a couple of more bins. So we have, of course, the receiving shipping bins, which are sort of trivial for their purpose. But we've created 4 storage bins. So 2 of them are racks right here. So those are fixed. So basically what we have shelves. Rack 1 is for the fall coffee mugs. So if I go in here, I can look at the contents and I can see that it's a fixed bin content for the fall coffee mug. And then rack 2 is for the inecta coffee mug. So if I take a look at that, that's here fixed as well for the inecta coffee mug. And then storage floor 1 is a floating bin. So if we take a look at the bin contents for that, we don't really have anything. It's not fixed, doesn't have an item, it's open. And the same thing for storage floor 2. So the idea is I have shelves, 2 shelves, where I'm putting in those 2 items. And then anything else I'm just going to be putting on the floor. And I have 2 areas on the floor. So if I go ahead and create a purchase order and do a put away now, according to this setup. So let's do a purchase order right here. And I'm hoping that this is getting closer to a realistic example where you're managing your warehouse. So this is kind of one scenario of that. And I'm going to receive the inecta coffee mug north, and that should go into a fixed bin if everything works out fine. We get 50 there. And then I'm going to get the fall coffee mug. And that's going into the north location as well. And that should go into a fixed bin. And then let's go ahead and just pick up something, paper coffee cups. And I don't have a fixed bin for those. I'm just going to be putting them on the floor. We're getting 500 for 20 cents each. Okay. Let's put a realistic price on this one. Oops. It's 5. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and release. And then create, let me see, actions, warehouse, create warehouse receipt. And there it is. And now I'm going to go ahead and post this receipt. Yes. And that goes fine. And now we have a put away activity. All right, so let's take a look at that. That's the whole test. Put away. Let's see, warehouse put aways. Here we go. So there's one here. Here we go. Couple of clicks into it. Okay, so what is the system telling us to do? It says, take the inecta coffee mug out of receiving and put it into storage rack 2. That works perfectly. Take the fall coffee mugs, put it into storage 1. That's perfect as well. So these are in the racks. Storage rack 1, storage rack 2 and 1. And finally it says, well, the paper cup, it doesn't have a fixed area, so put that in the floor. And it picks 2. Why it picked 2 and not 1? No idea. But we said they were equal, so it goes into 2. So this is now organizing for you where your things are going, which is exactly the idea behind the put away worksheet.